So I was talking to my daughter the other night on the phone. She lives up in Washington State. She's telling me about how she got in a conversation with someone at the gym she works out at. This was somebody that she didn't know. And somehow they got on the conversation of the fires in Maui. And he made a comment about how he was tired of hearing about the news, and it was all a conspiracy, and it really just totally blew my daughter away that someone would be that insensitive. And then further in the conversation, he started talking to her about how he was a Christian, and that really, again, just blew her away. That, okay, here's somebody I was having a conversation with about a very sensitive topic, and he wasn't showing a lot of compassion, and now in this conversation he's claiming to be a Christian. And she said, "Dad, I have a problem with that. How could somebody who claims to know Christ be so insensitive, so heartless about something that was so devastating?" Here's the deal, guys. Hold all of your controversies, especially when it comes to a subject matter as sensitive as the fires in Maui. Guys, people lost their lives. I heard stories. These search and rescue people are having a hard time emotionally. They're finding entire families that were huddled together in their bathtubs as the last resort, trying to find a place to survive. Many people lost their lives. Guys, it doesn't matter how the fires got started. I mean, nobody can prove anything with how the fires got started. What matters is people lost their lives. People lost their loved ones. People lost everything. And us as Christians, our response shouldn't be to spread more further controversy or our own opinion. As a matter of fact, we should be praying. We should be praying for those who lost their lives, those who lost their loved ones, those who lost everything, those who are still living in ashes. And it's devastating. Jesus himself, he said in John chapter 14, verse 35, he said, "By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, by the love that you have for one another." Guys, it's not very loving when you go around and are insensitive to, especially with what's going on today. This tragedy hasn't even begun to end. People are still in the midst of this horrible tragedy, and for us to go around and share our opinion, especially on things that we have no clue, but we can absolutely respond by praying, giving financially to those reputable organizations. But in all things, to be praying and loving on these people, whether it's in Maui, whether it's here in the United States, just looking for opportunities to love on people and set aside our differences, set aside the agenda that we might have, and this is how this started, or this is how this began, when we don't have all the facts. We don't know. Only God knows. And I don't understand why or how these things happen, but I do know this. I want to represent Christ. I want to point people to him by my attitude and my actions. And I want to challenge you to do the same. Guys, let's go out today and love on people. Show them the love of Christ, one life at a time. God bless.